championship begins with one small step. It starts with the effort you bring. Whether you win or lose, what matters is that you have a common goal. And to reach that goal, it takes a united team acting as one. We come together to witness these heroes of the hardwood pour their heart and soul onto the court. You're watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY, presented by Luzerne County Community College.
From Nanticoke, you're watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY. Good evening, everybody. I'm Paul Grippy along with Bob Ide from the Atherton Gymnasium on the campus of Luzerne Community College, where tonight Harrisburg area takes on Luzerne. Well, this is a game in the EPAC. Harrisburg won the first meeting. Luzerne tonight comes in last place, trying to find a little momentum.
They do have a little momentum. They've won 2 out of 5. They're looking pretty good in January. They did get a late start in November when Corey Cannon was hired as the first-year head coach. He's a little bit of a defensive guy, more team player. The players were more used to the coach from last year, who was more run and gun. But things are finally turning around, and they're getting used to one another.
Well, as for Harrisburg, they come in second place in the EPAC, but 3-6 in their last 9. They're needing to keep pace with Thaddeus Stevens.
They do need to keep pace, and they need a big game from their spotlight player tonight, Jordan Lynch Rexworth. 12 points per game, put up 31 against Delaware County. He needs a big game tonight, but they do have pretty good scoring throughout the whole starting 5.
Well, for Luzerne, the man who led the way in the first meeting with Harrisburg, Matt DeSoy from Wilkes-Barre, attended Myers, and he leads the Trailblazers in scoring.
He absolutely does. He put 50 points up 3 games ago against Davis, averages 19 points per game, 44 three-pointers. He likes to come down, shoot, get a rebound, and then as he goes, so do the Trailblazers. He has a big night. Look for the Luzerne to win.
Well, their first meeting was a high-scoring affair, and basketball at this level usually is high-scoring. What are the keys to tonight's game?
Well, the keys for Luzerne, get back on transition. Harrisburg likes to run and gun a little bit, just like Luzerne does. They have to stop it, and they have to rebound. No second-chance points tonight for the Hawks.
Okay, the third member of our coverage team, Tennyson Coleman, standing by right now with Luzerne's head coach. Tennyson?
Basketball coach, men's basketball coach, Corey Cannon. Now, you guys are looking for a little bit of revenge tonight. What's the key to getting it done?
We need to take care of the basketball tonight and get back on defense. We lost a close game to them early in the season in November. We just got to keep playing as a team and work at it, and hopefully we'll pull out a win tonight.
Thanks, Coach. Guys, back to you.
Fan appreciation night tonight at the Atherton Gym, so sit back and enjoy college basketball. We'll be back with the opening tip between Harrisburg and Luzerne on MyTV WQMY.
You're watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY, presented by Luzerne County Community College.
For the Hawks, coached by Jonathan Branham, the starters look like this. Number 23, Kareem Hicks. Number 4 is Ontario Edmonds. Ainsley Vasquez wears number 1. Chase Arnold at guard is number 5. And Jordan Lynch Rexroth is number 11. For Luzerne, coached by Corey Cannon. And their starters are number 4, Matt Elmore. Number 35, Khalil Saunders. Number 50 is Jude Goddard. Number 3, Josh Ariza. And number 13, Matt DeSoy. Harrisburg will be wearing the road maroon jerseys, and Luzerne in their home whites, and about set for tip-off here on this cold January night.
I like the matchups for Luzerne tonight. They usually play against bigger teams, but with Harrisburg, their biggest guy, 6'4", not a good start.
Well, Luzerne wins the opening tip-off, but DeSoy drives to the basket, picks up the foul there. And it'll be 2 free throws here right to start. Last meeting between these two teams, high-scoring affair. Harrisburg won it 104-98. And you would figure Harrisburg to have the upper hand. They're just having a better season.
So good start for Harrisburg. They get the ball right off the tip, not the way you want to start, and they get the guy we just talked about in the spotlight, get him going early, make some free throws. But this is going to be an up and down game. Both teams don't really play defense all that well. They give up a lot of points, so it's really going to come down to second chance points, rebounding, and free throw shooting.
Oh, Rexroth sinks to 2 free throws, so Luzerne takes the ball, and Harrisburg comes out with a press right away. We are going to run this floor tonight. We'll have some tired legs by the end of the evening. So ball off the foot of Arnold, rolls away, and, well, I guess Harrisburg will get to keep it. So it'll be the Hawks' ball as they inbound with a 2-0 lead.
Well, one thing you have to watch for, Harrisburg will play 10 players, maybe 11. There's only 3 extra players on Luzerne's bench.
Arnold works at that point guard. Luzerne comes out man-to-man defense, and they work around the perimeter up top. Here is Rexroth. Hands off over to Arnold. Arnold back to the right side. Rexroth had some space, fakes the pull-up, steps up, then misses the pull-up. Goddard on the rebound, and Goddard will take it up the floor. Goddard down low, gets it to Elmore, and Elmore hard to the basket, draws the foul.
Yeah. There you see the coach from Harrisburg, Branham. 4th season. That was a nice job by Goddard. He's into the starting lineup for Matos. He's a freshman, played in a very good high school team at Berwick. He led the break, and that put Elmore on the line.
So Elmore makes the first of his 2 free throw attempts. Left-handed shooter for the Trailblazers here, and this one can tie it up as we're just underway in the Atherton gym. And we are all free throws. 4 points scored in this game, all from the charity stripe. Harrisburg gets the ball up court quickly. I'm telling you, we're going to see running tonight. Here's Arnold. DeSoy guards him. Over left side. Now up top, back to Vasquez. Vasquez looking down low. He sees Hicks turn and score for Kareem Hicks.
Hicks, the team's leading scorer, 14 points per game, 11 rebounds. He's a freshman out of Philly.
Luzerne quickly up the floor, but it's Saunders with the miss, the rebound for Elmore, and he makes the putback, keeping pace with the Hawks early on.
Elmore and Saunders have to control the inside.
Arnold now working the right side. He passes down low. There's Hicks, and Hicks with the turn and the quick score. Hicks has 4 points from the floor. Luzerne seems to work up through the press without dribbling, but this time Elmore, and then down low, and he has Saunders turn and quick off the glass for 2 points.
Yeah. Saunders had 14 points the last time these two teams met. It's good start early on for Luzerne if they're getting the ball inside. That means they're going to have that all night long, and they don't have to rely on the threes.
A lot of motion through the paint for the Hawks here as they try to pick apart this Luzerne man-to-man defense. Pull-up jump shot is good. 2 more points for Rexroth now.
Some hot shooting early on from both sides.
Harrisburg's putting on this press, but Luzerne having no trouble getting through and up the court. So Luzerne sets up in their half-court offense for the first time tonight, and Ariza tries to dribble down low to Saunders, and a pass knocked out of bounds off of Saunders' hands, so that's a turnover. And Harrisburg will take possession.
Yeah, whoever has more turnovers in this game most likely will lose.
We have seen a frenetic pace to start things off here.
Not surprised the way these two teams come out and play. They both want to run.
First to 100 wins. We used to play that way. And here's Vasquez with the lob, no good. Saunders pulls it down. And here comes the Trailblazers up the floor. Elmore loses the handle on it, and Edwards takes possession. Harrisburg up quickly now. Here's Edwards over to Rexroth. Harrisburg works the ball around. And Arnold will call a play. And Harrisburg spreads the floor here. They run a set play from the top of the key. Rexroth turn, jump. That's good for 2 points inside the line.
I talked about him in the pregame about inside, but right now he's shooting pretty good from the outside.
So Harrisburg trying a couple of different things on offense. Luzerne trying to keep pace. You can tell this would be all about scoring and holding serve, as they say in tennis.
Good look inside. And they're going to make that all night
with
long.
The soft touch, and he gets it to drop.
Yeah, Rizzo poking him out, and he can do that. He can get you inside and make a direct pass, and that's what he did right there.
The Hawks have been slumping coming into this game, but for now taking the lead and hoping to repeat the result of their first matchup. That was a miss by Rexroth. There's Saunders with the rebound. Coming up floor, he draws the foul. Ontario Edmonds with his second foul of the game. So he'll head to the bench. Cole Weekland checks in for him, number 10. And Luzerne will try to tie it up on this possession here. Goddard now up top to Ariza for the three-pointer, and that one's good. Josh Ariza in the scoring column. And the Trailblazers have their first lead of the game.
Yeah, they're shooting pretty good from the outside. 43s on the year for Ariza. Shoots at about 30% from the outside the line. That's a good start.
Ariza averages 12.6 points a game. And he'll take them from the three-point range or two-point range, however he can get them. Harrisburg kicks it outside. There's Vasquez with his own three ball, and he answers with three of his own. Back into the lead for the Hawks.
Hawks coming off a loss the other night, 82-66 to Monroe.
Goddard up top. Harrisburg plays a man-to-man defense. Tight defense there by Arnold on Goddard. He breaks free, kicks it over to Elmore, and Elmore gets the basket and a little bonus throw. Matt Elmore will go to the free throw line, and we will take a break. It's 15-11 Harrisburg. You're watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY. All right, Harrisburg against Luzerne, and we're keeping a close eye on the matchup between Kareem Hicks and Matt Elmore tonight.
Yeah, we've seen both of them contribute already. That's the position inside. Again, Luzerne, not a very big team. Their tallest players, Elmore 6'3", Saunders is 6'3". Hicks is a 6'4" freshman. He's bulky, and that's the matchup we're going to watch. And right now, both teams have been scoring, and both players that we're talking about have scored a bunch of points.
So Elmore will step to the line because he was fouled in the act of shooting. He made the basket. He'll shoot one now. Already 2 for 2 from the line. And he's perfect on the night. 9 points already from Matt Elmore. We're 5 minutes into this game. Trailblazers by 1. Arnold over here to Vasquez, right in front of our bench.
Coach Cannon must like the matchup, not going to play a zone. He's going strictly man-to-man early on.
Arnold dribbles around and drives and has the soft touch. Chase Arnold first 2 points of this game.
Yeah, the freshman on the Central Dauphin with a nice touch there, right in the paint.
Weekland guards DeSoy. DeSoy down inside to Saunders. Saunders driving. His shot was tipped and blocked.
Chris Adams blocked that, Paul. He's in the game. Another big, bulky center type, 6'5" freshman.
Rexroth pulls in the rebound. And Harrisburg will reset on the offensive end. Here's Vasquez calling a play, asking for some motion, telling some guys to come around. Rexroth from the top of the key.
No substitutions yet for the Trailblazers.
Vasquez again dribbling around, but Ariza puts up the defense. Nothing there, and then the pass inside gets loose. Adams recovers it and has an easy path to the basket.
Couple in a row for the freshman. Harrisburg averaging 81 points per game.
So Chris Adams picks up 2 and a 3-point lead for the Hawks. There's DeSoy. He has a lane to drive past Weekland. He misses the shot. Rexroth on the rebound.
Surprised we haven't called Matt DeSoy's name quite yet.
Rexroth at the top of the key. Decided against taking the shot. Here's Arnold now. Goddard comes out to guard him. Looking for the screen. Goddard fights through it. Arnold drives. Misses the shot, but he does draw the foul, and he will go to the line to shoot 2.
Like what I'm seeing so far from the freshman. Arnold being aggressive in the paint. Has some good hops here. You see, turns the corner. Gets his shoulders squared. He's going to go to the line.
First free throw is good for Chase Arnold. Arnold averages 13.4 points a game, best known as their three-point marksman. Nice, smooth, confident shot, and he's 2 for 2 from the line.
Yeah, not too bad. Averaging 13 points, making an early contribution, and now Luzerne finds themselves down 5, but Desoy hasn't scored yet.
Trailblazers mixing it up now. Goddard works it from the top, has Saunders cutting, and a nice easy bounce pass results in a basket for Khalil Saunders.
You would think as long as Luzerne can stay in the game without Desoy scoring, that will benefit them later on when he does pick it up.
Chris Adams with the right-hand dribble, lowers the shoulder, drives right to the basket, and Adams not shy about scoring coming off the bench. 4 quick ones since he entered the game.
Got to look into the points in the paint here early on. Both teams taking it inside the lane to get their buckets.
Elmore loses the ball, and Saunders picks it up, drives hard, and gets another basket here as Luzerne pulls within 3.
Couple buckets in a row, little run now for the Trailblazers. We'll have a first substitution coming in for Luzerne.
Here's Arnold working off the screen, decides to drive and twist, and he gets it to drop with the finger roll.
One thing I did notice, Paul, sorry I didn't mean to interrupt you. Watching tape, a lot of these players don't play defense with their feet. They want to use their hands, but really when you play defense, you got to move your feet, get in front of the guy.
Elmore going up easy and strong and uncontested for 2. 11 points for Matt Elmore, Luzerne within 3. Rexroth been working from the top of the key tonight, launches a 3, it's no good. Ariza on the rebound. Ariza's going to take it himself, end-to-end, a dish to Elmore underneath, and Elmore scores again.
I like the way Luzerne is passing the ball tonight. They're looking for the open guy, and the guards aren't shooting, they're passing instead.
Harrisburg seems to be wanting to slow down the pace here a little bit now.
Maybe a little bit winded.
Yeah, they came out gangbusters at a high speed, but slowing things down a little. Arnold misses the 3. Goddard pulls in the rebound, second of the night. And bringing it up floor, Weakland follows him. Weakland's second foul. And that'll bring us to a break. Let's go over to Tennyson Coleman on the sidelines with an interview. Tennyson.
Hi guys, I'm here with Rosanna Reyes. She's the Vice President of Enrollment Management and Student Development here, and I think the folks at home, they want to hear about the early college program. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely, thank you for having us. So we have the early college program, which is for high school students who are interested in the opportunity of earning college credits while still in the high school. So we have about 52 different high schools where our students are participating, but we also allow the students to come on campus to any of our locations to enroll in college courses.
How can these high schoolers earn the credits for the college credits?
They can actually come and enroll directly at any of our locations or sometimes through their high schools. Like I mentioned, we have 52 high schools where the program is housed. So students are able to actually enroll within their high schools and take college courses, which is a great opportunity. It really improves their ability to be successful, not just in high school, but also to start gaining credits towards a college career and save money.
So which high school students are eligible?
Anyone who has a B average or above, and if they want to take an English or math course, they do have to take our placement test to make sure they qualify for it.
Just one last quick question. Can they continue their education here?
Oh, absolutely, or even beyond here. One of the great things about our early college program is that it has a discounted tuition. We did that on purpose to make sure that students are able to save on the college costs. And also we want to make sure that they can transfer that even beyond Luzerne County Community College. Love to have them, but we also see many students who already have their plans. And this is a way to boost their acceptance rates as well as bring credits to those institutions that they plan to attend to.
All right, Rosanna Reyes, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Tennyson, and Luzerne will get the ball as we're back to action. There's Desoy with the drive, the lob shot up high. It's no good. Adams pulls in the rebound. And here come the Hawks up the court. Dante Yates and up top to Arnold, and Arnold sets the tone for this Harrisburg Hawk team. Arnold driving, Elmore guards him. Nice block shot there, but Rexroth pulls in the rebound. Little dish over to Adams, and Adams sinks a smooth one.
Harrisburg's learning to play out without one of their better players. who hasn't made the trip and hasn't played in the first couple of games, last couple of games. Austin Green, he's out, so they've had to learn to play without him.
Goddard on the miss, Weakland on the rebound. Arnold up the court to Adams, and it rolls over to Weakland, who's going to shoot, might as well. Rexroth with the rebound, and Arnold with the basket.
Yeah, there's Rexroth, excuse me. Doing it on the passes now.
I'm waiting for Matt Desoy to get into the flow. He had 28 points in their first meeting. None tonight as he misses a three. Elmore rebound.
And there you go. He's going to get going maybe on the free throw line. Good job on the boards. We talked about that in our keys to the game for Luzerne. Have to work the boards here. Comes right back to Desoy. After the shot by Elmore, he'll go to the line.
Desoy had 28 points when these two teams met back on November 8th.
78% free throw shooter.
He is the leading scorer for Luzerne, 19.2 a game, 41% from three-point range.
Well, we know we can score. 50 points a couple games ago, 31 against Montgomery.
2 for 2 from the line for Desoy.
Let's see if that gets him going. Really surprised that we haven't seen a lot of three-point shooting, considering both these teams like to crank it up a little bit.
Hawks continuing their man-to-man. Arnold, and the lob over to Hicks, and that's good for Hicks. Luzerne trying to keep pace. Quickly down the floor, Desoy goes in, and he's got the scoring flow going.
Pretty much what we're going to expect to see. Back and forth, we're going to go.
We're starting to see Harrisburg set up some screens, run some pick plays here. And that's what's freeing up guys to drive.
Trying to double team Hicks, but it's probably a wise idea.
Out to Arnold for three, no good. Desoy rebound.
Matos in the game for Luzerne.
Desoy looking for Goddard on that long pass. Wasn't happening, and that one goes out of bounds. 29-26. Harrisburg leads Luzerne here in the first half. Fan appreciation night at the Atherton Gym. Crowd brave.
I feel appreciated here. I really do. I'm not being sarcastic.
Nice night in Nanticoke to come and see a little basketball. Luzerne women beat Harrisburg in the first game tonight. Here's Arnold with the soft, silky touch, and it drops for him.
Arnold's got a bunch of points already.
10 points for Arnold. Desoy now for Luzerne. The spin move to Elmore, and Elmore's been automatic with that all night, setting up shop. 15 points for Matt Elmore already. He had 21 in their first meeting. Well on his way to exceeding that. Edmonds on the miss. Here's Goddard with another rebound. Out left to Sheldon Robinson, who has checked in. Now Robinson up top. Hawks put the pressure on Robinson for three, a complete miss. And there will be Hicks to start it up the court. Chase Arnold now.
Arnold playing good defense on Desoy, really denying him the ball. That's why we really haven't seen a lot of Matt here in the first half.
Chase Arnold was really pushing the pace on offense early on. Now he's maybe a little more deliberate, waiting for things to develop, setting up plays.
I don't know why we have a shot clock. We don't need it.
Pendle on the shot attempt there, but it's no good. And Elmore brings it down and scores.
Four in a row, 2 buckets in a row now for Luzerne. Back to a 1-point game. I think that's what we're going to see tonight. Who has the stamina to go 40 minutes at this pace?
Arnold passes it backwards to Edmonds. Edmonds' shot is blocked, and Robinson comes up the court and draws the foul. Was it in the act of shooting? I think this was on the floor. Okay, we're going to take a break here with Harrisburg up by 1 point, 31-30. This is College Hoops on MyTV WQMY. Coach Corey Cannon giving his team's instruction. He's telling them, guys, we got to keep pace. We're only down by 1 right now. Let's see if we can get the lead here.
And Corey fell a little bit behind the 8 ball. He didn't get hired till October. He's a former assistant here for the women. Moved to Virginia, but then since has moved back. It just so happened that last year's coach who took another job, he was right here. He took this job. So he didn't even really know the players. He hasn't recruited the players, and they really didn't mesh really until, you know, the end of December, beginning of January.
Sheldon Robinson misses the free throw. That is the first missed free throw of the game for either team.
Pretty good shooting here.
Yes.
They must like this gym.
And the second one is good, so Robinson will not go home empty-handed tonight. We have a tie ball game here, 31-31.
And we have a 5-0 run by Luzerne to tie it up.
Harrisburg will try to answer back. Their biggest lead has been 5 points. Here's Rexroth inside to Hicks. Turn and shoot is no good. Rexroth pulls in the rebound twice and fouled on the putback attempt.
Yeah, nobody getting bodies on anybody. That's what Harrisburg wants to do. They find the big guy, 6'4", Hicks in the middle, just missed it. But Rexroth was right there for the rebound. Nobody boxing out. And not much height in there, as you saw Picataccio in there for Luzerne. He's only 5'11".
So Rexroth will shoot 2. He's 2 for 2 on the night, 6 points in this game. And his first one is good.
So a bit of a small team now for Luzerne. Biggest player in there is Saunders, as Elmore is getting a break.
Rexroth is a good free throw shooter, 76.7% on the season. You can tell how he calms himself down. He's very deliberate, patient from the line. And he misses on the second. He's 3 for 4 on the night. But Harrisburg pulls in the rebound, and that's Garfield Antoine.
Yeah, he got position on the inside on Saunders, and lucky for Luzerne, the arrow was pointing their way.
Jump ball is called, and the Trailblazers have a chance to take the lead here. There's Ariza with the 3, going for the big gamble, but it's no good, and Lynch Rexroth.
Yeah, Ariza, he's not afraid to shoot from anywhere on the court.
Lynch Rexroth dribbling, a whistle, foul away from the basket.
Yeah, on the switch, Ariza took Hicks, and Hicks pushed the smaller Ariza down, and the referees saw that Hicks pushed, and that could go either way, I think, at that point.
Hicks picks up his first foul. Here's Ariza working the ball now.
DeSoy's open. They can get the cross court.
Robinson brings it back up top. Here's DeSoy. Harrisburg playing the defense here. And it's Ariza with the 3 ball, and Luzerne has their second lead of this game. Up by 2 now with 5.5 to go.
Nice step back from the Pocono East product. Took his man in, then stepped back, kind of like Harden-esque from Houston.
Vasquez dribbles around, loses the ball, but Hicks picks it up and puts it back in. And we are tied with 5:16 to go. Here's DeSoy with a 3-point attempt, and he is money. That's his first 3 ball of the night.
His 45th on the year. If he starts heating up, that's going to be a positive thing for Luzerne.
Here's Antoine, pull up inside the 3-point line, banks in the 2-point shot. Garfield Antoine gets his first 2 of this game.
I don't know if the bank was open on that, but he called it.
Here's DeSoy again, this front from NBA range 3-pointer, looking as smooth as Steph Curry out there. Back-to-back 3-pointers from DeSoy have Luzerne with their biggest lead tonight by 4.
Luzerne pushing the ball.
DeSoy with the steal. He missed the layup. Oh, that's going to sting. Antoine with the rebound.
Maybe he can only shoot 3s, Paul.
Yes.
That was a little bit too easy for him.
All right, you got to shake it off and play defense as Antoine comes back and answers with a 3 and nothing but net to pull within 1.
Well, early on, it was all points in the paint. Now it's all behind the arc for both teams.
Harrisburg continues on a man-to-man defense. DeSoy looking for some space to work. Robinson from the corner. It's short. Hicks with the rebound.
Good defense here by Luzerne, stopping the transition.
Here's Hicks with the quick feet and the dribble. Shot is no good. I'm surprised the foul wasn't called. It's loose, and Robinson picks it up. Robinson's going to race. Can't beat anyone down, so he passes it off to Ariza. Turn and shoot. No good.
Here's the pace, but Luzerne gets 5 players back over half court to slow it down. There's the man again.
Antoine, jump shot is a miss. Here's Ariza.
Oh, he's not afraid to shoot it.
DeSoy now. We've gotten a little cold shooting by both teams at this point in the game. DeSoy down low, and it's good for Saunders to heat things back up. 8 points tonight for Khalil Saunders.
Biggest lead of the night for the Trailblazers. They've done a nice job defensively. They're going to call timeout, and they will give us the media timeout as well.
Timeout Harrisburg. It's 42-39 Luzerne here in the first half. You're watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY. .301 left in the first half. We're going to have a sprint to halftime here. 42-39. There's some games that don't get that high scoring for 2 halves, much less 1 half. But Luzerne in the lead right now. Harrisburg with the ball.
16-10 run for Luzerne.
Chase Arnold. Sheldon Robinson on the steal. He's going to bring it up floor. Does not have numbers. A lot of red shirts in front of him. Dribbles around. And with Ariza, Luzerne finds Robinson down low again, and he's going to pick up the basket and a trip to the line.
That was confusion on the Hawks side. They're playing man-to-man. No one picked up Robinson. Here you see it, and he has an easy bucket and almost got undercut.
Cameron Barkavich running interference as Robinson goes up for the shot attempt.
Make it a, with the free throw, can make it a 19-10 run.
Robinson converts the three-point play, and it's a 6-point lead for the T-Blazers. They got to be happy with that, especially after the first game. They lost 104-98.
Yeah, Luzerne lost the other night by 20. They only scored 74 points against Montgomery. So we're on pace now for hitting the 90 mark or above. And I think this is the best maybe Luzerne's looked this semester.
With this pace, you're going to have to wonder how depth comes into play. Luzerne 3 players on the bench, and Harrisburg a full roster over there. Coach Branham just have fresher legs come the second half. But for now, Arnold with the shot, and he makes that for Harrisburg.
He makes his presence known pretty much all game, running the point when he's in there sometimes, and another point in the paint for him.
Here's DeSoy driving, a little awkward shot, misses, gets his own rebound and puts it back. And Matt DeSoy is asserting himself late in the first half.
Yeah, a couple threes, and was he getting 10, 11, 12 points after not scoring in the first 10 minutes?
Rexroth pull-up jump shot, no good. He falls backwards on the floor.
And because of that,
the rebound.
And because he fell down, as you mentioned, Paul, Robinson was wide open. They fouled him on the long pass, touchdown.
Robinson likes to break for the basket. He's a sprinter. You can tell every time Luzerne gets the ball, he's heading down court as quickly as possible.
Biggest lead of the night for the Trailblazers.
8 points, 1:15 to go here. Adams drives, ball is loose, Ariza, and then Arnold steals it back. There's Vasquez from the left side. 3-point attempt is no good. Saunders with the rebound. Up the court. DeSoy straight in, and he makes the basket. Matt DeSoy has come on strong here, and a 10-point lead for Luzerne. Arnold cutting in, gets the pass from Adams.
And Ariza got beat on that, Paul, and made a silly, tired mistake, got the foul. Arnold doing a nice job tonight, cutting to the basket, and he can complete the three-point play.
And he does. He's good. 3 for 3 from the line tonight. The final minute of the first half, Luzerne trying to build on their 7-point lead. Here's Elmore. Sees Ariza cutting down low. Ariza dribbles it back up top. Vasquez on the defense, back to Elmore. They're going to call him for the travel. He moved the feet before he started dribbling.
But I like the move. You know, he had Hicks up in the air. Next time he'll take his time. He won't walk. He made the move a little bit too quick.
Shot clock turned off. And Harrisburg can play for the last shot of the half, trailing by 7. Chase Arnold reads the defense, waits for the screen.
Harrisburg led at the half down at their place.
Shot attempt is a miss from Rexroth. And the rebound by Saunders. Full court shot is no good, and that'll bring us to halftime here in the Atherton Gymnasium, where Luzerne leads Harrisburg 51-44. We'll be back with the halftime show. You're watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY.
College Hoops on MyTV is presented by Toyota, Let's Go Places, Luzerne County Community College, and by Manuka Subaru.
How's it going? I'm here with Thomas Leary. He's the president of Luzerne County Community College, and the school seems like it's growing. Can you talk about the expansion efforts here?
Well, basically what we're focused on is providing, as we have been for a long time, the affordability to make student tuition as affordable as possible. But we've also concentrated in the last several years on accessibility. And what I mean by that is we've expanded into areas such as Pittston and Scranton. We have centers in Berwick, Shamokin, Wilkes-Barre, and Hazleton. That means that people who live in their communities, who are working, who have family responsibilities, it's close to home and they can pursue their college education.
Yeah, and you mentioned Scranton, Pittston. Those are some newer facilities. How are those doing?
They're doing very well. Scranton has received us, the community has received us in such a remarkable way. The center continues to grow, and we're looking at new program development there. That was last year. This year we opened in Pittston, and again, Pittston has been very supportive of us, so both are going very well.
Sounds like you all are always moving forward. Tell me, are there any future plans, any future initiatives?
Well,
what's next?
What we're focused on is particularly providing programs that meet the regional needs. You just almost got hit by a basketball there. You were protecting me there. But the new initiatives, particularly with programs that respond to the needs of the community. For example, we have an academic English as a second language program to serve the Hispanic community. We have a new program to respond to the opioid crisis with a certified recovery specialist program to train people how to go out and work in agencies to serve those needs. And we are going to be announcing some new programs soon. So these are all designed, as I mentioned, to meet job demand in the region and make sure that the community is served by the community college.
Well, that's exciting, and it sounds like much needed things in this area. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
All right, back to you guys. I'm here with Bob Boyer, Karen DeSori, and Mary James. Now I have to know, what is the Legal and Justice Studies program?
Well, at LCC, we've taken a new initiative to pool our faculty, our programs, and our institutional resources to better prepare students for careers in criminal justice, forensic science, paralegal, and court reporting. And we're pretty excited about the new offerings and the new programs and transfer opportunities that this is going to give to students in our area.
Sounds like a bunch of different tracks people can take up. Can you talk a little bit about those pathways?
Sure. The court reporting track enables the students to learn and master a highly skilled type of shorthand that's much like text messaging, and they do it at 225 words per minute. Get a job right into the field. The legal assisting and paralegal program gives the students the opportunity to work hand in hand with judges and lawyers and get into that field as well right after a 2-year degree.
Sure. You know a bit about the forensics. Can you talk about that?
Yes, the forensics program is a new program at the college. We introduced it a few years ago. It prepares students for working in a crime scene lab. Okay, it's a 2-year program. when completed, they would be able to transfer to a 4-year school to get a degree in forensic science.
All right, awesome. And criminal justice.
Yeah, we're really proud of our students. A lot of our students are members of the state police. They are sheriff's deputies, they're local police officers, they're working in probation and parole, they're working with crime victims, and a lot of our students are involved in both federal and state corrections as corrections officers.
And obviously when people are talking about school, they want to know about after the fact. What type of jobs can they get? What type of careers come from this pathway?
From the court reporting pathway, students can get jobs in the courthouse settings with county, state, federal. They can work for closed captionings for television and other public events. As far as a paralegal or a legal assistant, again, they can work with judges, title searches, real estate people.
What about forensic jobs?
The forensics jobs offer them a lot of opportunities. They could work in a crime scene lab, like you see on television all the time. Yes, very much like that. They can also work, a lot of them, as an analytical chemist. They have that type of background. They can also work in police work. Some of the people in the state police or the detectives have background in forensic science. So I think it gives them a lot of options. And I've also seen people go into education.
Sure. And what about the criminal justice jobs?
The jobs that are out there could be state civil service jobs where students would need to take a test and maybe receive some additional training. There's also jobs at the federal and local level for students in law enforcement.
And this question is for anyone. What type of skills can the students expect to hone in these classes?
We build on the students' communication skills because all these disciplines deal with people. So we focus on building their writing, their speaking, and especially their critical thinking skills to try to deal with some of the complex problems that are out there in the criminal justice system.
All right, well, thank you so much. We're going to send it back to you, Bob.
Halftime here at the Atherton Gymnasium. And the home team, Luzerne Community College, has a lead by 7 points here. A little bit surprised at that?
A little bit. Harrisburg, as you said, it's come down a little bit the last couple of games. But, you know, Luzerne has been playing well their last couple of games, putting up some points. And they're playing a lot better in the paint, I think, tonight than maybe they expected. And if they get some guys from the outside going, which they did late in the half, you know, they could pull out the third win of the year.
Well, that first half had 2 halves to it, really.
Yeah.
Harrisburg led early as much as a 5-point lead, and then Luzerne came back, 7-point lead here at the half. Some of the things that were working early on in the flow of the game, first, Harrisburg, they took the lead.
Yeah, let's take a look at the highlights. They did take the lead, and they got the guy we talked about in our spotlight player into the game. Jordan Roth got into the game. This guy, Adams, gets it to the hole. Not really good defense by Ariza. He's got to step in there. But then Ariza, well, he finds Elmore, who laid it up and in, and then we got this guy going, DeSoy. First the layup, he had a big 3 later on. Adams again showing he's got a little mid-range jumper working tonight. And how about this? Is that James Harden or Josh Ariza? A little step back 3, then DeSoy popping and bopping from downtown. And how about again, NBA range. Luzerne went on a 25-13 run to end the half. Robinson with the lay-in, and DeSoy again, and as Paul said, are we a little surprised that it's a 7-point lead? Maybe a little bit, but Luzerne now has to watch in the second half. They have to do a better job on the board. They have to get DeSoy going a little bit more since he, you know, he got going late in the half. He was open on a couple of plays, and you know the defense isn't playing bad. They're playing man-to-man, no zone. They have a couple bigger guys who are playing well for Harrisburg. They have to box them out, but I think overall the Trailblazers and Coach Corey Cannon should be happy about that first half.
Well, especially with the way the first meeting went, November 8th, Harrisburg won 104-98. So right now, 51-44. Luzerne leads at halftime. I want to look at some of these statistical leaders. Each team had a 15-point scorer. Matt Elmore for Luzerne, 15 points. He was 3 for 3 from the foul line. And Chase Arnold for Harrisburg with 15 points. He also was 3 for 3 from the foul line. Matt DeSoy really threw the switch with about 10 minutes to go in that first half. Ended up with 14 points, 2 3-pointers, and he was 2 for 2 from the line. Your leading rebounders, Khalil Saunders with 4 for Luzerne, Jude Goddard with 3. Jordan Lynch Rexroth has 5 rebounds for Harrisburg. He started hot, finished with 7 points in that first half. Career Hicks from Harrisburg, 8 points. Sheldon Robinson from Luzerne, 8 points. Clear Saunders also with 8 points. So trying to spread it around a little bit for Luzerne as different guys getting into the action. Elmore early and then DeSoy late. There you see the standings in the EPAC. Harrisburg in second place, breathing down the neck of Thaddeus Stevens. And Luzerne Community College, last place. 1-9 in the conference, 2-16 overall.
Yeah, but if they pull off tonight's win, they can move up a little bit. And they're going to play the Philadelphia coming up, Delaware, Northampton as well. And they have a shot to make themselves, you know, be known in the playoffs. And that's all you want to do on their first-year head coach. You know, they started late, but they have some experience. A couple sophomores like DeSoy and Ariza who are playing pretty good in Elmore. So if they put things together, despite a short bench, you never know what could happen in the playoffs.
Harrisburg split their 2 meetings with Thaddeus Stevens, but that was when they had a player named Austin Green, no longer with the team, but Austin Green was their second leading scorer, and you can tell they're missing him. As Harrisburg comes in tonight, only 3 wins in their last 9, so they're slumping down the stretch here. All right, we'll head to the floor here and get ready for the second half of basketball. See if Luzerne can hold on to that lead and build on it, maybe even pull away. Maybe, how big of an upset would it be if Luzerne won tonight?
You know, I guess it'd be an upset. You have a team with a winning record. They're 8-2 in the conference. You just saw that. 10-6 overall. Maybe you get them at the right time. They're on the road a little bit later. You know, they have to travel back. But again, we have to watch the benches because there's just 3 guys on the bench for Luzerne, like 5 or 6 on the bench who are all playing on the bench for the Hawks. So we'll have to see later, probably under 10, Paul, see how the legs are.
Arnold gets it down low inside to Hicks, and Harrisburg gets a quick 2 points to start the second half. Harrisburg in their road maroon jerseys. Luzerne, the home team, wearing white tonight.
Now the Hawks playing man-to-man.
Saunders looks for a screen, dribbles down the lane, awkward shot, won't go. Elmore gets the loose ball, and Luzerne will keep possession. Down low inside to Ariza. He drives and he scores to answer Harrisburg's basket.
Ariza's nifty. He's kind of like a bug out there. He can weave in and out. Not the biggest player, so you kind of lose him.
Arnold loses the handle on that ball, gets loose. Goddard keeps it in play, but on the long pass, Lynch Rexroth gets it. Inside, he finds Adams, and Adams gets the basket.
So you got the 2 big guys in there now. Hicks and Adams for Harrisburg opening up this second half. So they're going a little bit taller.
Harrisburg a little size advantage right here. Goddard down inside to DeSoy.
Amongst the trees.
And on the post move, DeSoy gets it to drop. 16 points for Matt DeSoy.
I don't think he's going to score 50 tonight.
Do you think he can get to 28?
I think he can get to 28, yeah.
He had 28 in their first meeting, and you would think Harrisburg is going to be watching him closely, playing some defense. Block shot in there by Saunders. Harrisburg gets the ball back, and DeSoy knocks it out of bounds. The Hawks will keep it.
Good block inside, but again, he's so big. You know, he's only 6'4", Hicks. You know, he's got a lot of bulk on him.
Saunders with a great block.
Yeah. Got good positioning on him.
Here's Vasquez, lobs it to Arnold in the paint. Bounce pass inside, basket is good from Adams.
Easy give and go. Adams was passing that the whole way as soon as he touched it.
Ariza now loses the handle, it's a steal. Vasquez up ahead to Hicks, and the easy lay-in as Harrisburg now within 3.
Let's see if Harrisburg makes a run if the Luzerne coach calls timeout.
DeSoy looking for the screen. Ball slips out of his hands. Ariza picks it up. Sitting on the floor, we have a foul called. Okay, Vasquez called for his first foul, and this was on the floor, so not in the act of shooting.
Luzerne with a couple early turnovers here in the second half, giving easy buckets to Harrisburg. They have to cut down on those.
Well, the most clever pass I've ever seen, DeSoy, off the back of Edmonds.
You got to make that, though. If you do that,
the shot.
It kind of looks silly if you don't make it, right?
Somewhere along the line, his coach taught him to do that. Saunders with the steal, but then Hicks steals it right back, passes it out of bounds, and Luzerne will get the ball. Calm down, guys.
I love Matt DeSoy's this exuberance for the game. He loves basketball. Very good player at Myers. Might go up to Penn State Scranton to play. He just loves the game. You can just tell it when he's on the court.
So DeSoy with the ball, calling for a screen, dribbles to the right side. Arnold follows him. DeSoy's feet get tangled, and the ball slips out of bounds. We are going to call a foul on Arnold, though.
I think he got saved there. Saved, I should say. I mean, he was out of control a little bit. If he stays on the floor, there's no foul called.
You know, for the pace that we've had, all this scoring, we have not had a lot of fouls. No one with more than 2 fouls called on them. And DeSoy from the foul line. First one is good. Now 3 for 3 in this game. DeSoy shoots 78% on the season from the line.
Weakland back in for Harrisburg, number 10.
18 points for Matt DeSoy.
Took him a little bit to get warmed up, but maybe, you know, he let the inside guys go to work early on in this game. But as you said, since that 10-minute mark of the first half, he's heated up.
Edmonds picked up his dribble. He has to pass. Ball gets back to him. Luzerne continues in their man-to-man defense. There's Hicks. And in the paint, Hicks is good. He has 6 points in the second half.
Yeah, if he gets positioning, he's going to be tough with that body he has on the inside. Elmore's matching the height. It's just the size advantage that's giving Hicks an easy basket.
14 points for Hicks. Ariza down the lane, and the dish to Saunders, who scores. He's been quiet for a while, now up to 10.
Yeah, Harrisburg kind of did that give and go last on one of their possessions a couple times ago.
Lob down low, inside to Rexroth. Turns, can't get the whirly to drop, and Arnold on the rebound, fouled in the attempt of the putback. That's going to be called on Saunders. Now it's his third. Arnold steps to the line, 3 for 3 tonight.
Pace we kind of expected all game. High scoring, which same thing happened last time, 104-98. Pretty much the same thing tonight.
Arnold has been the workhorse for Harrisburg. Leads the team in minutes played.
I kind of like to see an offensive game once in a while. I don't want to see a 43-40 game. You know, it's fast and maybe a little bit sloppy at times, but it's fun to watch.
DeSoy long range, no good. Loose ball, here we go, diving into the bench. Goddard keeps it in play. Trailblazers get it to Elmore, and Elmore scores. Excellent effort by Goddard. Goddard again with the steal.
Adams looking for a foul, maybe tripped there.
Jude Goddard has stepped up in this game. Ariza in the corner for 3, you better believe it. 64-56, Luzerne leads Harrisburg here in the second half of the Atherton Gymnasium. Rexroth, here's Edmonds, misses on the 3 attempt.
Yeah, he may be a little tired as well. You come up short when you're tired like that.
Saunders, his 5th rebound, goes end to end, gets the layup. Luzerne starts to pull away. 10 points, their biggest lead of this game. Coach John Branham finally decides to call a timeout, and we'll take a break too with 15 minutes to go. Luzerne leads Harrisburg by 10. This is College Hoops on my TV, WQMY.
Tonight's College Hoops on my TV, WQMY, brought to you by the Toyota RAV4. Toyota, let's go places.
So Harrisburg will inbound the ball, down by 10 points, and there's Weakland tossing it into Jordan Lynch Rexroth.
10-0 run, Paul, by Luzerne. It was 59-56.
And Adams stops the bleeding with his 6th point of the half, 12th point of the game. Luzerne back up court quickly. Ariza loses the ball. Saunders is there to recover it. And Goddard will start the offense, asking for some motion from the Trailblazers. Sees Ariza on the left side. Arnold guards Ariza now. Arnold guards Goddard.
Got to make those if you're Ariza.
Miss, but Elmore on the rebound. The putback is no good, and we have a foul in the attempt. We'll take a break again. We'll be back at 66:58 Luzerne. You're watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY. Okay, we'll start off here. When we rejoin action, it'll be Luzerne's ball underneath their own basket.
As much as Luzerne was turning the ball over a little bit early in this second half, Harrisburg now has turned the ball over, and Luzerne has turned those into points. So hence, you know, the 8-point lead was 10 at one point. Again, they're just getting beat on the boards a little bit with Hicks in there and Adams, the bigger bodies, but doing an okay job.
So Goddard will go for the inbounds up top to Desoy. Goddard gets it back. Luzerne offense sets in motion. That ball has been slippery for both teams here in the second half. Ariza prevents the turnover. Inside to Saunders in the paint, the lob shot, and it goes. It drops for Saunders, who's getting hot in this game. 14 points for Khalil Saunders, 5 rebounds.
Saunders out of Myers.
Chase Arnold dribbling for the Hawks. Stop in the lane, pull up. A complete miss from short range. Saunders, another rebound.
Adams, nice hands.
But he loses it. Back to Wakefield, and Wakefield gets his first points of this game.
Adams stuck with it. I like the way Chase Adams out of Central Dauphin has played tonight.
Desoy to Elmore. Elmore with the jump shot inside the three-point arc. Silky smooth, it's good for him. 19 points for Matt Elmore.
Elmore, 12 points per game. Like that soft touch, had 21 against Harrisburg. Last time out, 28 against Davis. Same night as Desoy at 50.
Chase Arnold tosses it to Khalil Saunders. The problem with that is that Saunders plays for the other team. That's a steal. Here's Goddard up the floor. His shot is no good. And the rebound gets loose, and it'll be Harrisburg's ball. Sheldon Robinson checks back in, gives Khalil Saunders a break. Saunders sits on the bench with 3 fouls.
A little bit too much dribbling, I think, from Goddard there. You got to pass the ball. Got to look for Desoy a little bit more. You got to get your best player the ball, and they haven't.
Chase Arnold for Harrisburg has played this whole game. Starting to look a little tired here.
Yeah, you can tell on that jump shot before his legs. Again, they're missing their point guard.
There's Arnold, pass down low, and the basket is good. Hicks again. 16 points now for Hicks.
I think Luzerne will give up those as long as they can start matching them. You can't let Harrisburg go on any run. They're going to go on a run, the Hawks.
Robinson decides to launch from 3, and it's a complete miss.
I don't think Coach Corey Cannon liked that shot at all, but you know, he just came off the bench. He wanted to get the feel, but not what you need at that point in the game.
Well, not when you do it twice in a game either. That's his second time, complete miss from 3. So Harrisburg with a chance to cut into this 8-point deficit. Luzerne has kept the pressure on in a man-to-man. Both teams have stayed man-to-man defense the whole way. That'll tire out your legs. That's what's working, you have to do it.
Looking for Hicks on the inside.
Robinson with a nice block. Arnold tries. It's a miss, and we have a whistle as Arnold falls to the floor. And it's going to be Ariza with the foul. All right, we'll take a timeout here. It's 70-62. Luzerne leads Harrisburg. And we'll go down to the sidelines to talk to Tennyson Coleman.
All right, I'm here with David Pembleton. He's a professor of culinary arts. I have to ask, can you talk about the college that you teach in and what type of degrees they offer?
Yes, we offer a degree in culinary arts, a degree in pastry arts, and a degree in hospitality business management, downtown Nanticoke.
Sure, and obviously a big question that people have is how much does it cost to get into these programs?
Well, ours is a very reasonable rate. You can get through the 2 years for around $10,000 to $12,000.
What are the facilities like, the kitchens and things like that?
We have brand new state-of-the-art facilities that include an individual cooking station for each student. We have 16 of those. We have a fully equipped pastry arts kitchen, and we also have a food broadcasting kitchen downstairs. So we're all ready to go.
So it's like a real restaurant.
It's like, yeah, there's one kitchen that's mimics a real restaurant, yes.
So you broadcast the Fox 56 cooking show, the Cooking Classic.
Yes.
What can we expect to see coming up on this show?
Well, we try to use all the area chefs, and we try to get them to share some of their best recipes on the TV, and we complete with recipes and shopping lists. So we're in our 5th season, so it's going pretty well.
All right, and one last question. What's your favorite dish to make?
Well, my favorite dish is lobster fra diavolo.
Are you going to send me a plate?
Oh, sure. Anytime.
All right, we're going to send it back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Tennyson. No.
I didn't get a plate of food, did you?
No,
we didn't get baked goods for us?
No, but starting to think about food at this point. Still have some basketball to play, and this has been an exciting game. Good action, back and forth, lots of scoring.
And what we expected Harrisburg to use the size on the inside, and they have. Their leading scorers are Adams and Hicks, the 2 big guys. On the opposite side, I think Luzerne's getting a good night from Elmore and from Saunders on the inside. Kind of unexpected. They're getting what they want from Desoy. They get from Ariza and also from Goddard.
Arnold misses the first, makes the second. 6 for 7 tonight in free throws. Harrisburg within 7.
I still think Harrisburg's trying, with Green not here and not playing this semester, it seems like, they're just a little bit out of sync on the half-court offense.
Desoy turns it over. Weakland brings it up. Arnold to the basket, dishes it out to Rexroth, and the 2-point shot is good.
Yeah, he's shown he can shoot that tonight, the little sweet jumper.
But he's been quiet since early in the game. Those was Rexroth's first points of this half.
Yeah, pushed by Adams. As Ariza got the corner and got the lane.
So Luzerne will inbound. Goddard along the baseline, out to Desoy, a quick release for the 3. Oh boy, this guy, when you know it, you know it. And he knew it the second it left his fingertips. That's his 3rd 3-pointer of this game.
Back to the inside.
Hicks gets the leaner to go. He's now up to 20 points tonight. He's been most of the scoring here for Harrisburg in the second half.
Yeah, Coach Cannon, though, still leaving Matos and Picataccio on the bench.
Elmore is open on the foul line, and a smooth jump shot drops for Matt Elmore.
Both teams shooting a high percentage of field goals this half.
21 points for Elmore tonight. Here's Arnold. Lobs it inside to Hicks. A couple of dribbles, and the shot is no good. Goddard on the rebound.
What I like about that is they give Hicks the shot, but they don't give him any second chances.
Elmore again underneath. The ball gets loose, rolls out of bounds. Luzerne will keep it.
No second chance points for Harrisburg when Hicks gets it at the top of the key. Do you see the Hawks coach? 4th season, as I mentioned.
Dante Yates checks in.
Luzerne has Camden coming up on Thursday here. So this is now where we're going to start watching Luzerne and their legs. Around the 10-minute mark. How tired are they?
Desoy down to Elmore. Elmore is suddenly on fire. 6 quick points here for him. 8 quick points for him. And he's up to 23 on the night.
He's the leading scorer of the game, right, Paul, for both sides?
Here's Arnold for 3, no good. Robinson on the rebound.
His legs are going. Adams has played most of the game, right? He's played a lot of the game. That's going to go the other way.
So Goddard tries to drive. Whistle blows. And that's the offensive foul called on Jude Goddard.
There you see the nice little soft jumper from the Jim Thorpe product. And then back out. And this guy, instead of shooting, Elmore, he's passing to the inside. Elmore, with you mentioned 8 quick points.
Coach Corey Cannon likes the way this team has a 10-point lead, and they're holding on to it. Rexroth, jump shot, no good. Hicks on the rebound. Arnold!
There's the experience of Desoy. Stood outside the lane at the little circle, was right there. Good call by the refs. And I'm not happy about it here. You'll see it again after the miss. They grab it, and he ducked his shoulder a little bit.
And Desoy took the charge there. That's Arnold's 4th foul of this game. So he'll head to the bench. Now, he's the spark plug for this Harrisburg team. He's been setting the tone all night.
Yeah, even though they bring in Vasquez, 5'6" sophomore, to run the point, team just doesn't look the same.
Ariza loses the ball, but DeSoy picks it up, and DeSoy proves he can score in traffic just as well as he can score in the open floor.
Largest lead of the night for Luzerne.
There's Yates with the three-pointer. Harrisburg was looking for that. Dante Yates' first points of this game. 79-70.
The average is only 1 point per game, so if they get some from him, look out.
DeSoy gets the shot off, but fouled in the act, so he'll go to the line to shoot 2. It was Jordan Lynch-Rexroth committing his first foul of this game.
Now, you mentioned that before about Harrisburg, Rexroth, and how he got into the game, into the flow early, but they've gone away from him most of the night.
And Hicks has stepped up more so for this Harrisburg team. There's DeSoy getting fouled by Rexroth on that shot. Rexroth made the right choice to commit that foul.
Now, Mados in the game, giving Goddard and Saunders a little bit of a blow.
DeSoy is 6 for 6 in free throws tonight, and Robinson pulls down a rebound on the miss. There's DeSoy. DeSoy is really in the flow of this game right now. I mean, he's just playing at another level than the rest of these guys. Hicks gets a rebound.
Harrisburg trying to run, but ill-advised pass.
DeSoy on the steal. DeSoy up the floor, thinking about taking it himself, but dishes it to a wide-open Sheldon Robinson, who lays in his 10th point of the night. 13-point lead as Luzerne opens up on Fan Appreciation Night.
Yeah, DeSoy was very patient on that.
Three-point shot is good by Cole Weekland. 5 points for him now.
Now Adams at the bench, even with the 4 fouls. He's going to come in now the next whistle, which may be at the media timeout.
Here's Robinson. Ariza for 3, and he's got that. His 3rd 3 of the night. No, sorry, his 4th 3 of the night. He's up to 14 points. Hicks loses the ball, and it goes out of bounds. No, I'm sorry, he was fouled, I guess. We're going to call a foul on that, and we're going to take a break. It's 86-73. Luzerne leads here in the second half. This is College Hoops on MyTV WQMY. (86-73), 13 points, Luzerne's biggest lead of this game. And the way it started off, I wouldn't have thought we'd be at this point here, but Luzerne is opening up their lead and building on it.
Harrisburg will bring Chase Arnold back in to run the point, even though he has 4 fouls, right, Paul? He has 4. They looked a little out. They looked a little out of sync, not getting the ball inside to Hicks a lot. But give credit to Luzerne's defense. They're watching them a lot, and you know, they're getting some good transition points, Luzerne is.
Hicks with his first free throw attempt of the night is good. That's one of those things when you're losing, if your player has 4 fouls, you have to put him in at this point, 7:42. If you're winning, you can let him sit on the bench a little longer.
They need him in there.
Yes, especially when he's the point guard and he's really sets the tone for this team. So Hicks goes 2 for 2 from the line. 20 points on the night for Hicks. Luzerne pushes the pace quickly up floor. Ariza trapped. He just shot puts it inside to Saunders. And on his shot attempt, was he fouled? It was not on the shot attempt, but he was stepped. What happened? Did he step out of bounds?
No, good job.
The block went out of bounds. All right, very good. Saunders to Robinson. Robinson's shot is no good. Rebound to Wakeland. Quickly up the floor to Arnold. No dribble, and he lays it right in. Chase Arnold gets his first field goal of the second half.
Now the Hawks coming out in a full court press, trying to
trap
the turnover, and they do.
Sean Matos loses the ball, and Wakeland picks it up. Weakland picks it up, and he has a score. Harrisburg really dialing up the pressure now. Matos over to Ariza, and Ariza's going to drive baseline, reverse off the glass with a little spin, and it drops for Josh Ariza. 9-point lead for Luzerne. Rexroth jump shot is good. And we'll have a timeout here. Timeout. Jonathan Branham wants to take a timeout here. Likes the way his team's been running the press, but probably wants to tweak a little bit. There's a reason. Watch this. Left hand dribble, right hand shot.
He puts a spin on the ball every time he goes up to make a layup, and he also has a nice spin and touch on the ball when he's shooting threes. Reza, they say he's 6 foot. I think he's a little bit under 6 foot.
5'8".
Yeah, he's more like 5'8", out of Pocono Mountain East, but it'll get a little spark plug. And here's what January has done for Luzerne so far. They opened up the second semester with a win, so that's good. You know, they put up 99 points against Davis, but still gave up 114, came back with a win. And, 74 the other day against Montgomery. They've already topped that by 14.
Luzerne averages 77.7 points a game. They already have 88 tonight, but they allow 94.6, and you'd have to say Harrisburg is on pace to get that. So more sloppiness here. We've seen a lot of loose balls, turnovers, just flat out drops, and here's Saunders dropping one. Jump ball is called, and Luzerne will get to keep it.
Picataccio in the game, ball handler, the freshman. Coach Cannon seeing the press, getting his handlers into the game. Oh, they missed Goddard.
There's another turnover.
Goddard's wide open.
Weakland on the reverse, no good. Fighting for the rebound, Rexroth gets it. And then Picataccio gets it.
So quickly Elmore gets back into the game, and Arnold now for both. You know, they don't want Arnold in there on the press. Here you see the fight for the board, and a small team in there for the Trailblazers.
Possession arrow called for Harrisburg. They'll inbound underneath their own basket.
Picataccio comes out. Look for him to get back in if they need him.
Weakland over to the right corner. That's Antoine.
Tried to thread a needle on that pass.
Another loose ball. I guess Hicks stepped out of bounds. So now Luzerne gets it.
Yep. Now they'll play the guy out of bounds. No one will be back. So if Elmore can get free, or they can get the ball in, they'll have someone going back the other way who will be free.
Pendel checks in for Arnold, and we have another turnover. Well, Weakland knocked it out of bounds, so Luzerne will keep possession. A lot of loose balls in the past few minutes. DeSoy to inbounds.
Good call by Coach Branham. Come out in the press. See, they had Saunders rolling.
Ariza to Elmore. Feet on the floor, set shot, no good. Rexroth on the rebound.
Is it time to start working the clock? I don't think so yet for Luzerne.
Pendel hits a three-pointer. He gets onto the scoring sheet. And now it's a 4-point game. Luzerne at one point led by 11, but this full court press has been working. DeSoy for three from the corner, and he stops the bleeding.
Well, that's what you need to do. Find your best player.
Antoine. DeSoy guards him. Rexroth calls a timeout.
So we're not the immediate timeout. So here you're going to see, get it to DeSoy.
DeSoy in the corner.
Wide open corner shot. Count it. And stops the bleeding a little bit for Luzerne. But watch for the Hawks to come back out with that press. They've gotten a lot of points off of that here late in the game. 5:27 left.
Upcoming schedule for Luzerne here. Thursday nights, Camden will be in the Atherton Gymnasium, and then it'll be Community College of Philadelphia, followed by a trip to Northampton, and then Del Tech. Williamson Trade on the last day of January, and then they go to the first place team in the EPAC at Thaddeus Stevens on February 2nd. And they finish up the regular season schedule February 7th at home here against Delaware County. Coach Corey Cannon doesn't like seeing this lead slip away now.
No, but you know, you have DeSoy out there and Ariza, and Goddard's a very good ball handler as well. Now, Coach Branham, he's been calling timeouts, and remember now that we're in a media game, you only get 3:30s in a full. So he's discussing that with the referees. So it's 5:27 left. I'm not sure he's any timeouts left.
I think what Coach Cannon really wants to focus on is saying, guys, let's stop losing the ball, the turnovers. And then let's figure out a way to beat this press, because Harrisburg's going to press for these last 5:27, and it is an intense press. It's not a relaxed one. Luzerne has had a little bit of trouble with it. So the shot clock at 21. It'll be Harrisburg's ball, inbounding right in front of their own bench. And Chase Arnold back in the game. And Ariza picks him up on defense.
Trying to
Arnold
give and go.
For three. A little bit short. Ariza pulls in the rebound, and Hicks falls on top of him.
Yeah, that's good. Ariza gets up gingerly. He almost tackled by the bigger, is that Hicks?
Kareem Hicks,
yeah,
yes.
Hicks fell on him, but now they'll be in the 1-on-1. Will Luzerne the rest of this game? In the bonus.
So Ariza will step to the line, and he will shoot a 1-and-1. 67% free throw shooting on this season. His first trip to the line tonight.
So Jordan's back into the game for Harrisburg. Rexroth.
It's good. 17 points tonight for Josh Ariza.
Now Luzerne just a 67% as a team. But I think if you put Ariza there and Desoy on the line, your chances are pretty good.
We have seen outstanding free throw shooting on this night. Only 3 misses the entire game between both teams. There's Rexroth on the foul line, and it's well short. Desoy gets...
Yeah, we made that early in the game. Good. Goddard is a good ball handler. That was knocked away.
Off someone's foot. I think it went off of Hicks's foot and out of bounds, so Luzerne will keep it.
Luzerne's going to go, I think, with the 5 on the floor the rest of this game.
Antonio Edmonds checks in. You know, he's the only starter who hasn't scored tonight.
Ooh.
Desoy gets the inbounds pass.
Almost got backcourt.
Desoy finds some open floor, puts up a 3, no good. Goddard with the rebound.
He knew it was short. He was there for the rebound if Goddard didn't get it.
Goddard trapped at half court. Weak land to Rexroth for the layup coming off the steal. 93-86. Luzerne trying to beat the press. Elmore in the middle of the floor. Right down the lane into the basket. Hicks knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, good defense by Hicks. He didn't use his body at all. Elmore might want to think about pulling that out a little bit. Here you see it again.
Yeah, Hicks just got a fingertip on it. Here's Desoy, and now Goddard.
You can work the clock a little bit. They're going to trap Harrisburg. I got to get to your open guy.
Ariza on the right side. Edmonds picks him up, and Ariza's pass goes out of bounds. Turned over to Harrisburg.
Yeah, little ill-advised. He saw Saunders opposite side.
Corey Cannon wants a timeout.
And we'll stay right here with not under 4 break yet.
Pulls his team together over on the sideline and says, guys, let's stop getting sloppy. They really have been sloppy. They're holding on to their lead here. They're up by 7. Lots more basketball here on MyTV WQMY. We've had a great season of college and high school. Please tune in on Thursday night. It'll be the high school girls variety. Dunmore at Riverside.
Both teams undefeated, leading Lackawanna League Division 3. Dunmore ranked in the state. Riverside honorable mention. Dunmore is maybe the best all-around team in the area, boys or girls, hands down. But Riverside feels they can, get that game in their hands.
And the next week, want to call your attention to a very special week, the Coaches versus Cancer Week in this area. And we'll certainly televise the game next week on Thursday. But if you can get out next week to a high school game in District 2, please do so. You're supporting the Coaches versus Cancer.
And that will also be the pink game week as well as the girls.
Desoy on the steal. The ball gets loose. It's on the floor. Elmore decides to call a timeout. And we'll take a break with 3:59 to go. It's Luzerne leading Harrisburg 93-86. This is College Hoops on MyTV WQMY.
College Hoops on MyTV is presented by Toyota, Let's Go Places, Luzerne County Community College, and by Manuka Subaru.
Right before the break, Matt Desoy shaken up a little bit, and he'll sit on the bench, rest that left shoulder, and gives it a rub. Sees how it handles. They're going to need him to shoot. He is a right-handed shooter, but Doesn't matter.
What he wanted was the ball. He was practicing his shot. Shooting a right-handed, can he get the left shoulder up? It's a little sore. We'll see how long it takes. See if they get him some ice on it. He's holding it right now, but that would be a big loss here, under 4.
So Luzerne fails in their attempts here coming out of the break to get a basket.
My guess he'll be in the game at some point.
Hicks misses the shot for Harrisburg, gets his own putback to go. And we have a 5-point ball game. Ariza dribbles through the trap.
Now this is
sees Elmore in the lane. Elmore loses the handle, but there's Saunders for an easy basket.
Good ball movement. They're not going to work the clock at all. Just play their offense. Just try to outscore Harrisburg. That's the goal right now.
Inside to Edmonds. Now here's Lynch. Rexroth back to Edmonds for 3. It's a little short off the front of the rim. Elmore pulls in the board. 5 rebounds for Elmore. Elmore trying to finish, but he loses the handle. Pendel up to Weakland. Weakland guarded by Goddard. No good. Elmore rebounds it.
Just 11 fouls in this half ball. At
Saunders.
This pace. With this pace, just 11 fouls called.
Hicks knocks the ball out of bounds. I would think Luzerne would want to set up in the half court, be a little more deliberate, patient, work the clock, but they haven't slowed down the pace.
That's not who they are. Once you slow down, we've seen it before, you get out of rhythm a little bit.
DeSoy checks back in for Robinson. Here's Goddard up top.
Okay, they'll work a little bit.
Now we're going to slow it down, Luzerne. 2:36 to go.
Okay, DeSoy being covered by Rexroth. Pretty good too.
Weakland knocks it loose. On the floor, Goddard picks it up. Gets the shot off, it's no good. Elmore rebound and put back. Matt Elmore has made his presence known here the final minutes of this second half.
They just got that ball off in time.
Here's
it
Edmonds.
Hit the rim.
Weakland for 3. Whoa, only net that time, and Goddard gets the rebound. 6 boards for Jude Goddard. Matt DeSoy brings it up, beats the press. To Elmore underneath, and Elmore off the glass. Scores again. 99 points and an 11-point lead, matching their highest of this game for Luzerne.
I think Harrisburg has to start fouling at some point.
Weakland misses. Hicks pulls it in.
Oh, Hicks
and
went
Elmore
down
fouls
hard.
Hicks.
What's one hard, and it was a hard foul, as you said.
So Elmore will pick up his second. Elmore seems to be doing everything here in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Scoring, rebounding, and now fouling.
Fell on his right wrist. So he'll go to the line. Looks okay. But if I'm Harrisburg, I think you want to start fouling. Let Luzerne earn it from the line.
Hicks shoots 47% free throw on the season, but he is 2 for 2 for the night. His first one is good.
Okay, Robinson's going to come into the game for Goddard quick, but I like to see Goddard on the floor. He's a good ball handler. It won't be long.
23 points for Hicks.
Expect the Hawks on a make the press.
Very nice effort to make the second half of that. So it's a 9-point lead here. And with 1:40 to go, Luzerne will want to slow it down. We'll see if they actually do that.
Yep.
And they pass it out of bounds. That doesn't slow anything down. Another turnover.
Harrisburg forces the turnover, Paul. 1:30 left in the game. Exactly what they want to do. Cut the possessions down. Now watch, they'll try to work it inside the Hicks, I bet.
Lynch, Rexroth. Robinson knocks it loose. Saunders picks it up. He has DeSoy cutting. DeSoy underneath, and DeSoy gets the 101st point for the Luzerne Trailblazers. 11-point lead here. 1:13 to go.
No.
Hicks with the spin move. Saunders fouls him.
I thought that might have been an offensive foul on Hicks. Saunders had the position outside. If we see it again, watches where his feet are in that cylinder. Instead, though, Hicks is going to go to the line.
Saunders' 4th foul of this game.
This is what they want. Earn them from the line. Clock's now rolling. Here comes Goddard back in. Here we go. He's outside the line. I think, that might have been I think that was a charge.
Second one is no good. Here's DeSoy.
Leighton Liuzzo and Keeper are referees tonight. We didn't mention them at all.
Cameron Barkavich fouls.
Okay, so that stops the clock. So that's what Harrisburg wants. Stop the clock. DeSoy now with the injured left shoulder. Let's see how he looks on the foul shots.
Down by 10, 64 seconds left. Harrisburg's running out of seconds here. DeSoy back to the free throw line, makes the first.
He's in a little bit of pain, but
he is 7 for 7 tonight.
He's a tough Wilkes-Barre kid.
29 points for DeSoy. And he misses the second.
Oh, Elmore got a hand on it. Oh, big turnover.
DeSoy with the steal, pass to Saunders, fouled in the attempt.
What a job by DeSoy to steal that one off the free throw. Nobody boxed out for Harrisburg.
That's going to be Ontario Edmonds drawing the foul, or committing the foul. And it'll be Khalil Saunders going to the line for the first time tonight.
.68% shooter.
First one hits off the front of the iron and it's no good.
One more foul, then it's double bonus time for Luzerne. One more foul on Luzerne and Harrisburg will be in the 1-on-1. Matos into the game for
17
defense.
Points for Saunders. Jordan Lynch-Rexroth lobs it into Chase Arnold. And we're in the final minute here at the Atherton Gymnasium. Luzerne on the verge of their best win of the season. Arnold loses the handle. They manage to get it up top to Edmonds. Three-point attempt is no good, and it ricochets up above the basket, and that's out of bounds, so Luzerne will get it. Mike Picatagio checks in as Matt Elmore heads to the bench, done for the night.
Ball handler.
27 points for Elmore.
I think he'll be back in for defense. Just trying to get the ball handlers in the game. Picatagio, though, he had a turnover last time he was in the game off the press. That time he turned the ball over again. Clock stops and it will be Harrisburg ball.
So Hicks missed the shot. It went out of bounds. The Hawks will get it. Barkavich will toss it in.
I think a real nice job by Luzerne holding on to the lead, even when Harrisburg made that run. They didn't panic. They had some big shots, including DeSoy in the corner on that.
Here's Arnold. Picatagio hits him in the face. No whistle.
No whistle.
Arnold drives and the shot's a miss. It goes out of bounds. The Hawks will keep it.
Arnold staring down the referee. Yeah, he took one to the eye, I think. Be some tired legs tonight.
So Hicks in and no good. And his putback is good. It's a little volleyball tap and it goes for Hicks. Hicks has had himself a good night here on both ends of the floor. Here's DeSoy.
They tried to foul 3 times and didn't get the call. They finally do.
And Hicks commits his third foul of the game. It's on DeSoy. DeSoy will step to the line, try to put this game a little out of reach. 25 seconds to go, a 10-point lead. First attempt is good. .32 points tonight for Matt DeSoy. 4 3-pointers, 33 points now. 9 of 10 from the line. Matt DeSoy's had a terrific night.
Oh, big turnover, just
Robinson on the steal. He wants to drive, he wants the points, but he loses the handle and it goes out of bounds. That was Goddard.
I think Coach Cannon wanted him to pull it back. That's where there's a difference in philosophy from the last coach versus what Corey wants. Corey wants him to pull it back. You know, you're up 12. There's no reason to foul, no reason to do anything. And again, a big win for Luzerne.
Arnold goes right in to get his team within 10, but with 7 seconds to go, Luzerne can dribble it out. Matt DeSoy lobs it underneath to Goddard, and Goddard gets his first basket of the game, so he won't go home empty-handed. but that'll do it. A big win for the home team, Luzerne Trailblazers. The final 107-95. And Bob, they have to be proud of themselves and this effort with the season they've had up till this point.
Absolutely. Hold Harrisburg under 100. You gave up 100 last time to them. You score 107, and you win the game. This now helps them go into Camden, rest of the schedule. But that short bench is really going to be tough. But, hey, a big win at home, they'll move on.
We'll be back to hear from the winners here in the Atherton Gym, where Luzerne beat Harrisburg 107-95 on MyTV WQMY.
College Hoops on MyTV is presented by Toyota, Let's Go Places, Luzerne County Community College, and by Manuka Subaru.
Back in the Atherton Gym, 107-95, Luzerne beats Harrisburg. Let's hear from some of the winners with Tennyson Coleman.
Guys, I'm here with Matthew Elmore, Matt DeSoy, and Coach Cannon, and these two are players of the game. Matthew Elmore, you had 27 points tonight. What would you like to say about your performance? It really helped put your team on top.
My teammates found me the ball, and we prepared for this team. We lost to them earlier, so we knew what to expect coming in, and we knew in front of the crowd we were going to show up. He did a great job finding me the ball. My teammates, Josh, Jude, everybody, we broke their press, and I got the ball, and I did what I had to do.
Matt DeSoy, the team really looked to you in game-defining moments. You did go down there late in the second half. What were you thinking? Your team did have the lead, but what were you thinking when you were sitting over there on the bench?
Gotta get back in the game and finish it strong. There was 3 minutes left. Whether I had to take a shot or just be out there controlling the ball, I knew my team needed me out there, and in order for us to pull out the win, I had to be out there to take care of the ball.
And Coach, the game was pretty neck and neck the first half. You did take that sizable lead going into the second half. What did you tell your team at halftime to keep them focused?
At halftime, I just said we need to keep working together. We need to get stops on defense and continue to play as a team. And we're a lot better team than we were in the first half. And looking forward to many more wins in the rest of the games that we have.
All right, thanks. Congrats on the win. I'll send it back to you guys.
Okay, thank you very much, Tennyson. They were happy about this, and they deserve to be. It has been a long, hard season, so to come away with a win like this against a team that beat them earlier, second-place team in the conference, that'll put smiles on their faces.
Yeah, they're playing good basketball. 3 wins in January. We talked about that. Can this propel them to a couple more wins, maybe? Short bench, but they feel like that short bench is actually going to help them a little bit. They play well together, and they have some experience. That little run in the first half propelled them. 25-13 run in the first half. They held the lead towards the end of the game. They did what they needed to do. They rebounded the ball, and they made big shots. Hicks got his points as he expected him to, but I think Luzerne countered with their inside guys having a big game themselves.
And Bob, this is just fun basketball. Yeah. I mean, 107-95 here. I mean, that's good, exciting back and forth. The fans like that.
Yeah, they do, and it's exciting to watch on TV. I mean, if you're really breaking it down, you want to see some team play defense a little bit. That's not really what they do in this league. That's not what it is. That's okay. It is what it is. It's an exciting game to watch. It's a hard game to call for you. You got to keep up. Yeah. But, you put 107 points on the board against a team you expect to win.
202 points in the game, so who'd have thought? Okay, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I want to invite you to tune in to our next basketball broadcast on MyTV WQMY. It'll be Thursday night, girls high school basketball, Dunmore against Riverside in the Lackawanna League of District 2. That's Thursday night, 7:30, right here on this channel. Thank you to our production crew. Thanks to Steve Phillips and Bill Murphy. And for Tennyson Coleman and Bob Ide, I'm Paul Grippy. You've been watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY.
watching College Hoops on MyTV WQMY, presented by Luzerne County Community College.